We start with the battle on the river. Rivals Destrehan-Hahnville opening up District 7-5A play tonight in Booty. The third-rate Wildcats on the board first. Shane Lee bulldozes his way in for 7-0 Destrehan. The Wildcats have outscored the Tigers 83-10 in the last two meetings, and they're adding more to their total this year. Later in the opening quarter, Jackson Fields with a nice strike to Greg Wilford for the 18-yard touch, 14-0 Destrehan. Hahnville does find points later in the first. Miles Borey nails the 49-yard field goal to cut the deficit to 14-3, but Destrehan overwhelms Hahnville in the battle on the river, 47-11. Wildcats extend the longest current win streak in the state to 18 in a row. District play kicking off for some in the metro area tonight, while others keep grinding away at that non-district portion of the schedule. What up? Welcome to Fourth Down Friday. I'm Ricardo LeCompte. We feature one of those non-district matchups in our game of the week. Despite being 1-2 to start the season, John Ehret is still loaded with talent. 3 Patriots rank in the top 25 of the state recruiting rankings for 2024, according to On3 Sports. Bogalusa sports a very talented senior quarterback in Ashton Levi, who's accounted for 12 touchdowns during the Lumberjacks' 2-1 start. Seth Lewis watched Ehret and Bogalusa battle in a very good one tonight. He joins us live at Louis V. Murray Stadium with more. Hey, Seth.
Hey, Ricardo, you just mentioned that there's a ton of star power in this game between John Ehret and Bogalusa, but what we couldn't account for were the twists and turns would make a Hollywood scriptwriter jealous. In the end, the Patriots coming out with it in the end, but it was a crazy turn of events throughout. Bogalusa recovering an onside kick to start this game, only setting the stage for how aggressive it would be in the first half. But the charge would be led by the Patriots to begin this one. Quarterback Eric Chanot finding Raymond Lane, and he is going to make his way for 40 yards on a 2nd and 20, and that would lead to a touchdown a play later to make it 7-0 John Ehret. Next drive, Chanot continues to cook, this time finding Keane Shorts, and he's going to take it 30 yards for the touchdown, 14-0 John Ehret cruising. Bogalusa, though, they never slumped their shoulders. Ashton Levi is going to let this thing fly, and it's going to land in the hands of Lance Jackson, who was dancing into the end zone from 60 yards out. Bogalusa is down 14-6. And the Lumberjacks just kept chopping away. Levi finds his buddy Leandez Lester, and he's going 65 yards to the house. And with a 2-point conversion, this game is tied now 14-14. And you just started to feel the momentum shift. And John Ehret with the ball, but Chanot is going to fumble. It's recovered by Anthony Sheridan, and Bogalusa is in big business. And they waste no time cashing in. A few plays later, Levi finding Dyron Jackson for the 3-yard score. Bogalusa takes their first lead of the game, 20-14. Next drive for the Lumberjacks, somebody must have yelled timber, because this touchdown left a big boom. Levi finding Desmond Ramirez, and he's going to the house from 90 yards out. Bogalusa scoring 27 unanswered points to take the 27-14 lead. But John Ehret would have a response right before half, and of course they would go to their guy, Wardell Mac Chanot, to Mac for the 40-yard TD, and it's 27-21 John Ehret trailing at halftime. Third quarter, John Ehret makes a quarterback change, and Darnell O'Quinn is making a difference. He scores on the 5-yard touchdown run, and he makes it a 5-point game, 33-28. But Bogalusa would have a response in the fourth quarter. Dyron Jackson on the 2-yard touchdown run. They go back up 11, but then John Ehret would cut it to 39-36, and then later in the fourth quarter, it's nobody but number 6, Damian Smith, on the 30-yard touchdown run down the right side, and that would make it 43-39 Patriots. And the final in this game would end up being 49-39. John Ehret getting the victory. You could tell on their sideline that they felt the momentum shifting in their way even while they were down. And this one, Ricardo, was as good as advertised. So we'll see if the Patriots can use this momentum going forward throughout the season. In Bogalusa, Seth Lewis, Eyewitness Sports.